Stadium is very close to the side of the field. Scott Henderson felt that Damon Allen was thrown into that wall.
I didn't quite see it that way.
Well, it looked like he was dragged down and then just took an extra couple of steps and away they went. Here it comes right towards you. Now, Damon Allen takes off, and you tell me at 37 years old if he can still run the football. Watch that little move there on Mike Philbrick. Now just smooth to the outside, can barely even touch him there. No one's touched him so far. And he's pulled down by Michael O'Shea right by the wall. I don't think
O'Shea had a hold of him 5 yards inbound, so I don't think there was anything really intentional there.
If he has a big year rushing, he'll crack 10,000. The only quarterback to ever do that.
He's the only quarterback to crack 9.
Yeah, that's right.
All-time leading rusher in the CFL, Lou Passaglia. First points of the night for the BC Lions as Lou Passaglia connects on a rather impressive Lion drive. It's a three-pointer now. Hamilton on top, 6-3.
You know, in the Canadian Football League, we have 12 guys instead of 11. What do you think? An extra man out there?
Of course. They all look good in their pants.
Ooh, can I take him home?
I think you can never have too many men in tight pants on a football field.
And we have unlimited motion in our backfield.
Wow.
You know?
It's a whole new realm of possibilities, huh?
And they're ready to go again in 20 seconds.
Where's this again?
That's interesting.
I may have to rest up a little. CFL, I gotta watch it. Go Canada.
Your old roommate, Joe Paopao, still having fun playing football, or at least coaching it.
When you just said that, that was a flashback for me, because absolutely, Joe Paopao was my roommate when I broke into the league in '84. Stayed with him and his wife, Dottie, and Joe kind of took me under his wing like he did a lot of players when he was starting quarterback in Saskatchewan, and sort of...
So we can blame Joe for bringing you up.
That's exactly right. Whatever you see now, it's his fault.
He is one of the real great sportsmen out there. There's no question about it. Joe Paopao, great quarterback in his day with Saskatchewan and BC.
Tremendous football mind.
John Baker kicks it off for the Lions after BC picks up 3. Archie Amerson returns for the Tigers game. Good speed for Amerson. Caught from behind by Franklin. Nice return for Archie Amerson, covering 34 yards. Nice field position for Danny McManus.
What's interesting so far is neither offense has been able to punch it in. Both have moved the ball now successfully. Danny McManus had a couple of drives early, came away with field goals. BC Lions get a drive together, come away with the field goal. Danny McManus said last year they lost to the BC Lions, especially in the rematch out there in BC Place, because they didn't capitalize in the red zone. They settled for field goals when they should have taken touchdowns. Of course, the defense has something to say about that.
From the 44, first down, Ticats.
Well, no flags, and the fans here at Iberwin would love to see one. They think that Bo Lewis did a little bit of pass interference they're calling for. They're not going to get it.
No flags.
No flags, no foul. That's the way it works.
Absolutely correct. 6-3, Lancaster and the Ticats on top.
Different strategy for Ron Lancaster this year in training camp. He actually cut it down, and most coaches just shake their heads at that because they want to get everything they can out of the guys in training camp, but Lancaster only went a week.
McManus near side. The catch short of the first down. And a roughing call coming here. Derek Lewis forced Flutie out.
Well, I got away with the first one, didn't get away with the second one.
Major foul. Unnecessary roughness. BC number 27. First down.
Again, if there's no wall here at Iberwin Stadium, that's not a penalty. Bo Lewis.
They said 27, but I'm pretty sure it was, Bo Lewis.
It was Bo Lewis, number 17, in his third year. Here he is on the sideline. Now, again, if this wall isn't close to Iberwin, that little push right there doesn't matter.
See, that was a push.
Yeah,
what Shea did earlier.
But if they're extra close, because if that wall's not there, that's no penalty.
Flutie again, couldn't hang on.
Raphael Ball, the rookie. in the coverage, and you know this is a matchup that you got to think Danny McManus is going to go after. Raphael Ball is the younger of the two brothers, the two twin brothers, and it's going to be Darren Flutie. And as soon as McManus sees that it's Flutie, who's right in the middle of your screen there, as soon as you see him on the rookie in the secondary, that's the way you're going to go, and the ball was just a little bit behind him.
You just sort of wonder what the parents were thinking. Raphael and Raphael.
Raphael Ball, there's the Raphael, and the other one is A-O-L, and they both went to Ball State University. How about that?
And that's an interesting story in itself.
Oh!
Intercepted. Picked up.
Guess who?
Raphael.
Well, it's O-Ball. Picks off that one on down the sideline.
Tony Akins was the intended target. So that's the older brother by 2 minutes.
Well, and it's perfect coverage, because what he does is he looks at the receiver's eyes, and as he's going down the sideline, he times his jump perfectly. Coaches will always tell defensive backs, when that ball's in the air, you got to catch it at its highest point. Raphael Ball catches it at its highest point and then goes to the sideline for some high fives.
And that's O-Ball. That's what they call him. If you think we're having a little problem up here with the Ball brothers, we've got the Hendricks brothers as well. We've got two Franklins on this team, the Crum brothers as well, and the two Balls.
One big family reunion.
All on the BC Lions. Allen near side. Robert Drummond couldn't hang on.
Again, we talked about matchups, and I mentioned Darren Flutie on the rookie Raphael Ball. Well, this is a matchup the Lions like, and what it is they want to put Robert Drummond and have him run one-on-one on Willie Phelps. There's Raphael.
Couple of seconds left on the clock till quarter time. Corey Mantica leads the Lions out over the ball. 2nd and 10. BC at the 25. Allen looks to put it up, pumped once. Robert Drummond makes the catch. He'll be short of a first down near the 32.
Third down.
End of quarter number 1. Ticats lead the Lions 6-3.
Adidas Friday Night Football on TSN at the quarter.
All right, Duthie, Tillman, Dunnigan, Schultz back with you, and all those weapons all over the field, tons of talent, and it's the two old kickers doing the damage in the first quarter, and I know, Chris Schultz, there's nothing you love to talk about more than kickers.
Kickers. Don't want to talk about kickers. You know what I want to talk about is real football players, young football players that are making a difference. Joe Higgins is out of this game, and his replacement is Willie Fells. Now watch this, because we had to isolate on him in the right place at the right time, tips the football. Doesn't seem like much, but he has to produce. He has to make plays like that, because that's a big loss. New to the league out of University of Purdue. I can't even say the kicker.
Say it, Chris. Say it.
Word, man.
Kickers. I want to talk about him.
I know you do. That surprises the heck out of me.
Paul Spadas, we saw. I think he's one of the biggest signings that Hamilton had during the offseason. He's back. We saw how effective he is. He makes it look easy. Then we saw there late towards the end of the first quarter, Louis Pasaglia in his 25th season doing his job for the BC Lions.
Speaking of special teams, last year Ron Lancaster was not happy with that group. He hired Darryl Adrawan away from the Toronto Argonauts. He learned from Don Matthews all those years in Saskatchewan, Baltimore, and Toronto. A major upgrade for the Hamilton Tiger Cats. You saw Ozzie go 2 for 2 in the first half. A nice return by Amerson. Again, I think Darryl Adrawan has a nice impact on this team, James.
You're kicker phobic is what you are.
I'm not kicker phobic.
You are. You're kicker phobic.
I'm not. They just are very limited in what they can do in football.
They're all part of the football team. Kickers do an important job
outside part
on the football team. All right, these two kickers, by the way, combining for 82 years of age and almost 40 years CFL experience, and they have combined for all the points so far on this one. Let's send you back to Hamilton for second quarter action.
And here are the numbers so far as we move into the second quarter. It looks darn close all the way down the list when you look at time of possession and everything. Slight edge and net yards to the Tiger Cats and 3 points on the scoreboard.
Both teams trying to establish the run. You see the BC Lions are almost equal passing yards with rushing yards, and both teams want their running backs involved. Ronald Williams for Hamilton and Robert Drummond for the BC Lions.
Ron Lancaster led the Ticats to the Grey Cup 2 years in a row. He lost to Calgary in '98, beat the Stampeders last year. First Ticat Grey Cup since '86. Lions opportunity, and Akins is gone.
There's a flag on the field, but I think it'll be no yards, BC.
If it's not, those gunshots were aimed at the referee. 65 on the return.
No yards. BC number 25.
That's it.
Decline. Touchdown.
Tony Akins takes it all the way.
Last year he had just over an 8-yard punt return average. When you're up around the 8-10 yards, getting the first down every time you touch the ball on a punt return, you're getting it done. And Tony Akins, little move to the outside. He beats Simon before, and when he does, he's gone down the sideline. No more containment. Tony Akins uses his speed and is in the end zone. No yards, of course, declined.
65-yard touchdown.
He'll be played sparingly on offense, often with their 5R, 6 receiver pack, but very important to this team on special teams.
Tony Akins pads the Tiger Cat lead in the BC Lions. Nice and smooth on this return.
Good block at the point of attack. If Simon Folder can't get him, he's gone. Takes one missed tackle, usually at the outside. If you miss that tackle on the outside, it's Akins against the kicker, and the kicker must be in his 40s. Louis Pasaglia.
There was another penalty on the convert. So the Ticats will have to do that again. Little chip shot practice for Paul Osbaldiston. Great story on Ozzie. His first tryout in Canadian football was with the BC Lions 15 years ago. And when he got there, the only guy he had to beat out of the job was Louis Pasaglia, who was in his 10th year. So Ozzie figures, I got a shot here. This guy's getting old.
Well, 10 years in the league, you're looking at retiring right around there.
Yeah, now, 15 years later,
Louis.
Ozzie is a CFL veteran with that many years behind him. And Louis Pasaglia is in his 25th season, leading all-time point leaders in every category: games played, points, the whole Magilla. So he's not looking to retire quite yet.
Yeah.
Louis is on his silver anniversary tour, 25 years in the league. This guy's 46 years old.
So what you're saying is Ozzie made the right decision to leave BC and move on.
It wouldn't have been a good career move to hang around and wait, would it?
He'd still be waiting. Well, you know, the other thing that Louis Pasaglia brings, and so does Paul Osbaldiston, is not only are they kickers, but they're leaders on the team. And that doesn't happen very often, but when you have veterans that are as old as they are, still kicking as well as they are, they become leaders in the room, and both those guys are.
Osbaldiston's kick after the Ticat touchdown by Akins. Cunningham has it near the 30. And not much of a return there. 5 on the return. Keaton Cromartie made the tackle.
Big series for Damon Allen right here now with Hamilton. The big punt return touchdown by Tony Akins. Need a big series out of Damon Allen right here to try and stop the momentum. And Allen has sort of personal goals to think about this year too, although I know he won't, but he's just 4,500 yards shy of Ron Lancaster.
And when Lancaster set that mark of 50,535 after his 18 years in Canadian football, it didn't really look like anyone would ever have a chance of breaking it. But Damon Allen has a chance to do that even this season with 4,500 yards, and he threw for 42 last year. Off the mark there, Damon Allen. So it's not a stretch to say 3 or 4 big games could put Allen right in the race to catch Lancaster in 2000.
Well, the way I figure it, Damon Allen, and I did the math, and you know how I am with math, but Damon Allen needs about 245 yards a game passing to break the record.
Yeah, you check that out on a calculator and everything?
Well, actually 254 yards.
Yeah, that's what I'm...
Hang on, let me try one more. Yeah, 254. 254 yards a game for Damon Allen, and he breaks Ron Lancaster's record. It's pretty amazing. From a quarterback who most people considered his whole career to be a runner.
And he still does that extremely well, too. bobbled it there and hit him right in the numbers, and I'm not sure if Allen got it back.
Those coaches and the quarterbacks that do not like the shotgun don't like it for that reason. And the reason is, in order to catch the football in the shotgun, you have to take your eyes off the secondary. Now, it looked to me like Damon Allen was looking right into a setting sun here at Ivor Wynn, and that's why he was blinded. But quarterbacks will always say they like to look at the secondary and read the defense. In the shotgun, they have to stop doing that to look at the football, and Damon Allen couldn't see it.
Akins, the lone man, back for the Tiger Cats. Bisaglia's punt, deeper this time. Akins took the last one all the way. Better this time, but a little seam nonetheless. He's up near the 55. 15 on that return, but there were 65 yards on this return for Akins as he gets the first touchdown of the...
The virtual first down line is brought to you by Molson Canadian. I am Canadian.
Ticat fans celebrating the Grey Cup won last year in British Columbia.
I thought Duthie was in the studio. What's he doing out there?
Snuck out. He doesn't have to be back for halftime for a bit. On a good return by Akins again, Ticats have superb field position beginning at the 55, first down. McManus looks one way, then the other. Makes the catch and trots out of bounds.
Well, Archie Amerson is a receiver. In everything you read that you pick up at the Hamilton Tiger Cats office, it'll say that Archie Amerson is a tailback. And they've been trying to do that for 3 years now, but forget it. He's a receiver.
Yeah, and they're not really fooling the other teams in the league, are they?
No. Last year, guess how many how many rushes he had? 4. All season long.
Yeah, and 47 receptions for about 700 yards.
That's right. He is just a receiver. That's what he is.
And not a bad one at all.
A very good one.
Movement and the expected flag. First game of the season for two solid football teams, but even after a couple of preseason games, when all of these guys haven't lined up beside each other, I mean, these are the
Offsides. BC, still second down.
And it still takes a quarter or two, or sometimes a game, to get everything in working order for offenses.
Absolutely, and it depends on how many free agents you sign. Hamilton Tiger Cats, virtually the same team that won the Grey Cup last year. The BC Lions signed 10 free agents in the CFL this year. They have 5 new players on defense playing together, so that takes a little bit of time. Just don't want it to take too long.
No, that's what we've seen with a lot of flags here tonight. Ronald Williams. And there's absolutely nowhere to go against Cantor and Marvin Thomas in the middle for BC.
Well, it depends on where they spot the ball, but
England and Franklin on the stop.
They may have to bring out the chains.
Third down and inches.
Third and inches.
Well, they're not even going to measure it, so it's long inches. It's probably third and a foot.
Ticats have a 10-point lead. They've got to get the ball across the 45-yard line for a first down.
A foot may not seem like much, but to a head coach on the sideline, he can't really do anything but watch. It's like a mile.
And as you can see by the virtual first down marker there, it is an easy first down. And a sigh of relief from old number 23.
Well, I think Ron Lancaster, there's a groove on that sideline. Right, there's a groove that goes from about the 40 to the 30. That's where Ron paces up and down the sideline. Went for just a week in camp, felt like he had a veteran team, didn't have to beat him up. They had a little bit of contact every day. In fact, they missed a couple of days in that week because of bad weather here in Hamilton, so they're starting to get back to playing condition again in this game.
Ticat drive continues. McManus behind the intended target on the far side. And that's the first time he's gone in the direction of Corey Grant, number 2. Penalty marker is down.
Major foul. Unnecessary roughness. Hamilton, number 66. Second down.
Let's bring in David Amber.
Well, John, the hero of the game so far, Tony Atkins, he had that beautiful touchdown on the punt return. Right now he's getting a little work, though, on his left foot. He took the shoe off. You can see they're working on it on the bench. He sprained it. They think right now they were just working on it, and they hope to get him back in the game a little bit later. On that last punt return is when he had the accident.
Well, as fast as he was running on that punt return, maybe just blew a tire. He had to get a new spare tire there put on.
Like they're putting tread on the bottom.
A little tread on that tire. He'll be back.
2nd and 25. Ticats 51. Oh! Big charge was on from David Benefield.
I got to tell you, David Benefield doesn't knock that ball down, and Archie Amerson has got the fight song playing again. He got inside of Bo Lewis, and Danny McManus saw him. David Benefield saved the touchdown. Benefield's going to take off from the outside. Watch him go. Okay, there he is. That was Steve Anderson right there. He's got contained. Anderson on the outside, Benefield up the middle. That's where Danny McManus saw him, knocked that ball down. If he doesn't get it there, Archie Amerson's in the end zone.
Osbaldiston with Cunningham waiting. Not high, not deep. Cunningham near the 50. Turns it back, and he's got about a 6-yard return. Ticats with a 10-point lead. It's Adidas Friday Night Football, live from Ivor-Wynn.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to TSN Tonight. I'm Darren DeTish. We'll get you back to the football game in just a moment or two. Men's semifinals at Wimbledon earlier today. You had an outstanding match as Patrick Rafter took on Andre Agassi. This one was a marathon, a 3-hour marathon. In the 5th set, Rafter heads to the net off the serve. That's a great get. He gets the point. Agassi was down 3-2. Both players exchanging shots from the baseline until Agassi puts it into the net. Rafter breaks Agassi and goes on to win it in 5 sets. The second semifinal at the #1 seed, Pete Sampras facing the unheralded Vladimir Volchkov. Sampras in complete control serving for the match. Volchkov battling the sun. He's long. Sampras moves on. 7-6, 6-2, and 6-4, setting up the final now. And it should be pretty interesting as well. Pete Sampras going up against Patrick Rafter. Just a reminder, the next edition of The Desk comes your way at 11 o'clock Eastern Time.
Princess Points in Hamilton. Steeltown is home of the Grey Cup champion Tiger Cats. And everybody wore their Grey Cup hats.
Oh, Grey Cup face paint.
Ticats have the lead. Time for the Lions to respond. Sean Millington off the right side. Nice run by Millington, and he'll be very close to a first down. And actually should have it. 11 yards there.
That's a BC first down.
Well, Sean Millington is capable of a big game, and all you have to do is go back a couple years, including last year when he was a member of the Edmonton Eskimos, and in one game versus Saskatchewan rushed for 225 yards, which is a record. He's done it before as a BC Lion as well.
He wasn't really himself, not the Sean Millington we remember from his glory days with the Lions when he stopped in Winnipeg and Edmonton. Obviously, he's hoping to get back to form, and Greg Mon says he's going to give him the football. He won't just be a blocking back. Allen on first down. Oh, Henry is nailed as he made the catch. Chris Schelling, in his second year in the Tiger Cat secondary, puts one on Rocky Henry.
Well, he's played 2 years, and he doesn't have an interception to his name yet, but if Don Southern doesn't care if he gets an interception if he brings the lumber like this. This is a big hit. And this is a solid hit. Both guys were planted on the ground. Rocky Henry, here he comes. We have a real nice look at it. Watch this. And down he goes.
Henry held on to the ball and picked up 5 yards. There it is. Nice fake by Allen. Flags are down as Allen throws, and will have a first down on the completion there.
That's what I was talking about with the Drummond series. I believe it was Millington he faked it to, but it doesn't matter who the single back is. That's the series. Slam it up in there early in the game on the run, and then take it to the corner once they start to pinch on it.
Offside. Hamilton, number 53. Decline. First down.
Lions will take the first down on the reception by Sean Graham. Joe Montford, the CFL's best pass rusher, bar none last year.
Well, that's a key first down for the BC Lions, and they got that first down because of plays they were running in the first quarter to Drummond up the middle.
Lions now from the 48, first down. 3 receivers to the near side. Allen hands off. Robert Drummond ran into Mike O'Shea after a 6-yard gain.
Along with the Griggs. Gain of 6, second down, 4 yards to go.
And Schelling, how hard was that last hit he laid on him? Well, pretty hard. He knocked his own contact lens out. He had to come out for the last series of plays. He's back in there now, and he, I guess he's not feeling the effects. He says he's all right.
Oh, you love that.
Yeah. I tell you what, you really need perfect vision when you're playing in the secondary. You can't go out there with one contact.
No, you don't want to be. You don't want to have blurred vision back there. There'll be a blur receiver running right by you.
Lions 2nd and 4. Nice little drive going for Allen. He takes off himself, turns the corner. Oh, hammered into the wall.
Oh, he hit the wall hard. And he's hurt.
This one.
Yeah, he's hurt.
And no flag over there at all. Obviously, great concern.
Oh, man.
For the BC Lions, because he hammered himself into the wall there.
Well, he got the corner on Gonzalo Floyd and was running full speed straight out of bounds, and it didn't look like he could put on the brakes. And we talked about the wall here at Ivor Wynne being